Guys, 2014 Ford Fiesta AC compressor replacement. Down there. We're going to start from the bottom. We'll start by removing this plastic shield, 2 bolts. We're gonna release this belt. So the way that I'm gonna remove this without special tools, I'm gonna use this long screwdriver. Gonna put it here, right in here like so. Then I'm gonna be turning at the same time. This screwdriver is gonna go inside the pulley where the belt is sitting at, and then I'm just gonna pry it out. And now all you have to do is just keep turning, and that belt will come off. It will slide off, so that the screwdriver is not needed anymore. This side over here, and it's out. So now we're going to proceed and disconnect the plug, electrical connector that's right on the top. Press on that, disconnect it, get out of the way. Next we're gonna remove the nut here on the top. I think it's easier from the top to remove that nut. There's a 13 millimeter nut. It's kind of hard to see from here, but it's the one located at the AC compressor line. That nut right there, that's the one we want to remove. I removed one nut from the top, which both nuts can be removed from the bottom, but I decided to do it from the top. There's another one over there that you need to remove. This AC compressor is a lot easier than other AC compressors I have worked on. Now this AC compressor is held by 3 bolts, one on the top, right over here. And these 2 on the bottom. They're both 13s. So this is how easy it is to remove the AC compressor. Really easy. We're going to replace the dryer. Now we're going to proceed and remove the expansion valve. the expansion valve has two bolts in there that we have to remove as well. I'm gonna go ahead and install a new AC service kit that includes the dryer. The dryer comes with the seals, the two seals that are going to be installed over there, the new expansion valve, new seals in case you need some. And definitely you're going to need some for your expansion valve that is over there. That's going to be sitting over there. And also some valve stem cord. You're going to have to remove them as well. I don't have a special tool, so what I'm using, it's a long needle pliers, but this one is like a smaller version. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put them in there, and then with the help of a crescent wrench, I'm going to install it right here, like so, holding the top and turning until it breaks loose, and I'm going to start removing it, which I already did prior to filming, because I'm obviously I need both hands. Here I have a new valve. What I have done, I add a little bit of oil in it, pack oil. Until it bottoms all the way in, and then I'm just gonna make sure with the that is all the way seated all the way to the bottom. I have tightened it all the way to the bottom. Now don't forget to add a little bit of lubricant to your new seals before you put them back in. And that's it for the receiver dryer installation. expansion valve came with different sizes. All we have to do is match them to the correct size and put a little bit of lubricant and then slide them in. Right, I got both seals in place. Now it's time for our new valve. You gotta push it all the way in, and you're gonna feel that it's all the way seated. Then you're gonna start with installing your screws. That's how you install your expansion valve on your AC system. Now the AC lines that attach to your expansion valve, they also have seals in it. You're gonna have to replace them. This one is for the small one, and the other one, we're gonna remove the old one, the old seal, and we're gonna replace it with new ones. Don't forget that step, that's very important. Make sure that it's all the way seated in so that you can put your nut here and start tying it all the way in. Alright, that side is completed. Now we're going to proceed with the AC compressor installation. Here at the bottom of the two lines that are going to go inside the compressor or attached to the compressor, what I want to do, we're going to replace this seal right here with the new one, and the washer seal also that is on the other small holes. On this big line there's the O-ring seal and also the big washer seal. So let's replace both of them, okay? Now on my AC compressor, my new one came with one pre-installed guide pin, and I had to install the one at the bottom right here. It's pre-installed. One came pre-installed, and they supply you with two guide pins. I'm just going to use one since my old one only has one at the bottom and one on the top. Now my AC compressor, it's pre-charged with 3 ounces of oil, and this oil is compatible for both R134A and HFO 1234YF systems. So my system takes 4 ounces of black oil. So I'm going to add just 1 more ounce to this one just to make sure. I know there's some left on the system, but I just want to add 1 more ounce. That's up to you guys how you want to do it. This one came with 3 ounces pre-charged. The lubricant that I'm going to be using is this one. It's compatible with both systems. I'm going to add just 1 ounce. Alright, all that is left to do is just to go ahead and put your AC compressor back in there, align those guide pins, install your 3 bolts, start tightening them up. I forgot to mention that you have to install those studs that come with the new compressor. You're gonna have to install both of them. All that is left to do is the serpentine belt installation, and I'll show you how it's done without special tools. Alright, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to hold it here. If not, I'm going to have to use some kind of pliers to hold it, not to damage the belt, but I'm going to try just by hand and see if it's possible. What I did is I went all the way around, only left the main pulley out, and then I'm going to try to push it in. I'm going to be following the belt with my hand until it's all the way in. I'm going to put my hand on the water pump so it won't come out at the same time that I'm turning. So it's now all the way in, and that's how you install your new serpentine belt.